Well, this is your online pastor, Pastor Larry James,
Blog
coming to you
Talk
live.
Radio.
Well, this is your online pastor, Pastor Larry James, coming to you live from the KAZ radio studio. And today we have none other than the Safe House, finding your way home with LaVance Lining and Sean Dollars. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Pastor? How you doing, man?
Man, I can't complain.
Oh, okay. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. First of all, I want to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I want to talk to you, Pastor. You had told me off the air that you didn't want me to say anything, but you were saying how the Safe House show is the best show that you got on all your programming. You remember saying that?
Well, I don't think I said the best show in all my programmings. I said one of the best shows.
Okay, all right. Well, we going to keep it at that. You know what I'm saying? But this is the best show, on the whole lineup, bar none. Also, you noticing that in the chair where my partner is supposed to be, LaVance is not here.
Yeah, I noticed.
And you notice that LaVance had mentioned that he's a drug addict and alcoholic recovered. So we're not for sure where he is. I just got a text that said he was at the gay bar. They
Oh
said
my
that.
God.
No, that's what they told. They told me he's at the gay bar, and because I don't know if you noticed, he got like all these moles on his body, and they said that he was shake dancing, and his stage name was Chocolate Chip.
Chip.
That's what they told me, man. So if you notice, the band is not here right now, so
Right.
he probably somewhere shake dancing, but that's still my guy. So we back on the air. We back live. LaVance is actually taking a parenting class because he has shared in one of our earlier episodes that his brother, like many of our families, is family members, is on drugs and alcohol. So he had him and his wife were blessed enough and in a position where they could take custody of the kids, and one of the criterias for getting custody of the kids is to take parenting classes. So that's what LaVance is doing. That's where he's at. He'll be going for a few weeks. We're going to miss him, and then he'll be back. So he's not shake dancing. I don't want any of the people at his church, to call around. And how we is. We'll put it on Facebook. We'll do all this different stuff. So LaVance is fine, and he'll be joining us. On this week's show, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about some things that's going on in the sports world. Okay, it's a lot of things going on. We're also going to talk about the NFL. We're going to talk about the NBA. We're also going to talk about something that happened in Dallas. You're going to be real interested to hear what happened in Dallas. Also, we're going to talk about what's going on in Cleveland. Got a lot of friends from St. Louis and Chicago and Indiana, and everybody's calling me asking me what's going on in Cleveland. So we're going to talk about some of the things that's going on in Cleveland and how people from other states and other places are viewing us. Also, after we talk about that, we got a top 10 for you this week. We're going to talk about the top 10 ways to know that your mate is cheating on you. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to get right into this sports thing. Okay, we're going to talk about first thing we want to talk about is, and I use that word loosely. This gentleman's name is Irby Bosner. Irby Bosner was a male dancer for the Dallas Mavericks dance team. And coincidentally, the name of their dance team was the Dallas Maniacs. Okay? Let me tell you what this guy did. This guy actually went to a lady that he was dating. He went to her house and actually, let me read the story to you so I make sure I get it right. But this was extremely intriguing, and I figured that you might want to hear about it, okay? This guy was a member of the Dallas Mavericks dance team. He killed 4 people and wounded 4 more, okay? He used guns and a grenade, okay? And this happened last night, okay? They say this gentleman is 44 years old, and he was known as E-Love. Now, the only E-Love I know was with LL Cool J. You probably don't even remember that, Pastor. What we got up there?
LL Cool J.
Yeah, LL Cool J. His buddy name was E-Love. Okay, we got a caller. All right, let's let this caller in. and we can finish this in a second. Who we got on the line?
Let's find out.
All right, let's find out who we got on the line. This is a tragic, tragic story. But anyway, while we sort that out, this gentleman's name is Ernie Bosner. He was 44. He's 44 years old. He was known as E-Love. He was a member of the Dallas Mavericks Maniacs dance team. Okay, and he was recently as 2011. He was in custody for killing a young lady. I'm not going to use her name out of respect to her family. She was 43 years old. Okay, he shot her. After he shot her 17-year-old daughter, whose name I'm also not going to mention. And then he injured two more in that home. And this is at 10 p.m. Last night. Then they say he was believed to have been dating that young lady. And then they said after he shot and killed that lady and her daughter and injured two other people, he drove to the home of his ex-wife. I'm not going to use her name. She lives in a Dallas suburb. And he threw a grenade in her house. And the grenade detonated. It was people in the house. After the grenade detonated, he then entered the home and shot and started shooting people. It says there were two women that were killed. There were two boys, ages 11 and 13, and said there were multiple injuries. Okay.
Okay, we got two callers. How you guys doing?
Hello?
Hello? Speak.
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Who we got on the line?
What's up, Sean?
Okay, it sounds like Shakir. Okay, can we hear?
Yo, what's up, Sean?
Okay, what's going on, Shakir? Did you hear the story that I just read?
Yeah, I just heard that. I never saw that on the news or nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's
But
breaking.
It sounds awful crazy.
Yeah, it's breaking news, man. Yeah, and ironically, man, they say this guy danced with the Maniacs. So maybe they had some underground information about this guy long before anybody else did.
Well, at least it sounded like it. It sounded like he was a maniac. Not that it matters, but did they ever say why he did it?
Yeah, they didn't have to say he crazy. What you mean? Why?
Yeah, I know it, but generally with people that do that, they always look for an answer to why they did it. You know, it's always, well, he got mad at his girlfriend, or he didn't make the dance team, or whatever. So that's why I was wondering, you know, because like I said, I didn't hear the story till you just said it.
Yeah. Well, they say he killed one lady, 43, killed her daughter, who was 17. After he left there, he went to his ex-wife's house, threw a grenade in her house. After the grenade went off, then he went into the home and then shot some people. He killed two women in that house, and also a 13 and 11-year-old boy. So this is tragic, man. We don't know what's going on with this guy. We don't know why he did it, but we do know that that's a tragic story.
Absolutely. And what, did he turn himself in? Because like I said, I didn't get that.
Well, he's in police custody. I didn't, I imagine that they called him. I don't imagine he turned himself in. Anybody willing to go to those extremes, and I'll read the article. Those of you listening at home can Google the article and find it and find out. Maybe you might want to call in. Hold on one second, Shakir. Do we have another caller? Let's let Shakir just hold on a second. We're going to let another caller in, and we're going to see what they think about this story.
Go ahead,
all right, bro.
Go ahead, caller from Cleveland. I don't know if they're there now.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're still on the line. But yeah, it's tragic, man. I mean, from the Caruth, you remember the Caruth shooting, and even the Junior Seau shooting. Man, you got all of these people that are part of these organizations, and even though he was just a member of a dance team, he was still a part of an organization. And the screening process needs to be a little better, because I find it hard to believe that some sane person just went ballistics and started, going to grenades and guns and killing multiple people. And the screening process needs to be a little better. So I don't know. We got a lot of people with a lot of issues. Shakir, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
Okay, you got a lot of people with a lot of issues. You might know something about that, right? Your method of employment, there's a lot of crazy people work with you, right?
Well, it's not only crazy people that work with me, it's crazy people on the street I live, and it's crazy people I know. But sometimes the screening process, I don't know if that's a good evaluation, because a lot of people get screened and they wind up being the ones that's going crazy. It ain't always people that's poor, underprivileged, that's going crazy. It's people that financially stable, been to school, and stuff like that, come out of mother and father home and in the home with them, and they the ones that wind up doing this.
Yeah. Well, it's the
same. So I go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish your point.
That's what I'm saying about the screening process. So I don't even know if that's a good way to screen people out, because a lot of them people get past the screening process. So, and sometimes, that's all.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, but we got to do something. You can't just, allow. You can't just allow. Well, the reason why I say it's a screening process, and the reason why I say, a part of these big organizations, this gentleman could have did the same thing he did at these people's homes at one of them games. Well, you and your family just went to go see a sporting event. This man done went crazy or done went psychotic because of something going on in his personal life. And he done killed innocent people already. But he could have killed some other innocent people. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know if I don't know if you got to do something. We can't. I'm sure they couldn't assume that this man was capable of such thing. I mean, he's supposedly a dancer. You figured maybe he would have took it back to Beach Street and did a b-boy stance or something. Man, this guy done lost his mind.
Let me interject this, because the people that be interviewed around him more than likely is going to say, "Oh, he was a nice person. He did this. He stayed to himself. He was a good neighbor or a good worker that we work next to." They ain't gonna never say, "I thought he was a stupid, crazy ass MF from the rip."
Right. Well, you know what? That's important that you bring that up, man, because outward appearances aren't always inward reality. You might be in a relationship with a crazy woman, but everybody else here, they think she's the sweetest thing in the world. Well, think about your coworkers. If you ever hang out with your coworkers after work, these people act crazy. But see, you have to remember, they can't be themselves and keep employment. You understand what I'm saying? So they have to be someone else in order to keep their jobs. But you see them somewhere else, they're totally different. So I totally agree with what you said. And it makes sense. Hey, listen, we need to move on to
one
this.
other thing.
Go ahead. Close
go ahead.
Point.
I wanted to just shoot this right quick. One of the suggestions that I have about doing it, it's got to be a tougher penalty. I'm almost in the stage of having like vigilante type of action where these people, some gonna be innocent, but they killing innocent people, got to be just taken out. Period. Forget the judicial system. Because everybody know, well, if I kill so-and-so, I'm going to go through the judicial system, and if nothing else, I'm going to get life, or I'm going to get death, which is really life, because you don't die right there. So it's got to be a tougher penalty.
Okay, like what? What do you assume they should do to this guy?
Kill them. I'll hang their ass on public square. I start hanging their ass like they used to do it on public square. I start killing them.
Tell us how you really feel, man. Try don't hold back.
No, I mean, and it seems rude and ruthless, but what else is going to be a deterrent? Ain't no other thing. They done tried everything.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. On that point,
that's just my opinion.
Right? No, that's fine. That's fine, and it's cool that you called because you can give your opinion. But since we're talking about that, let's talk about let's move on to Riley Cooper. Riley Cooper was seen at a predominantly all-white country concert where he supposedly got into it with the security guard. And when he got, you know what? Before I move on to Riley Cooper, our phone lines are blowing up. Let's see if somebody wants to weigh in on this. Just stand by for a minute, Shakir.
All right.
All right? Because our phone lines are blowing up, and I don't want to leave anybody out. You know, people are calling, they want to voice opinion. Maybe somebody got a plan where you can hang them at, you know.
Okay, caller, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, how you doing, Sean?
I'm doing good. Who am I speaking to?
Owen Taylor.
Owen Taylor, how you doing, brother? I'm glad you called, man.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. Are you listening to the show?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell me what you think about this guy, man, that killed all these people in Dallas?
I think he just had a mental breakdown, man. That's all I can think of.
That's a hell of a mental breakdown. I think he killed 6 people, injured 4. You ever had a breakdown?
I think.
You ever had a breakdown like that?
Have I ever had a breakdown like that? No, I mean, I felt that mad, but I was able to keep it together where I've never had to kill nobody. So
okay.
I think when a person starts killing somebody, I think it's really something wrong with them mentally.
Exactly.
You know.
So let me ask you a question, Okay, let me ask you a question. Shakir talked about stiffer penalties. What do you think we could do to deter people? Well, if they crazy, they not gonna care about the penalties. But what do you think we could do to deter people from committing these violent acts?
Well, you know, I think that we need to pray for one thing, you know, and they just need help. I think people that have mental problems, they need help, you know, and I think we have help for them, but then we just kind of let them out and stuff, and they're not fixed, you know. But I think they definitely need help, you know. When you killing people like that, I don't think folk are bad like that. I think it's something mentally going on with them, and I just think that we need to treat them as mental health people.
Well, it's definitely something going on with this gentleman. He threw a grenade in somebody's home. Now, that's not a normal, you know. We got to find out if this guy got military experience or a military background, because that's odd. Out of all the things that I've heard in the short period of time I've been on this earth, I've never heard of someone using a grenade to harm anybody outside of something military.
Mm-hmm.
Owen, let me have you hold on for a second, man. Just don't hang up.
Okay.
Who else we got on here?
Okay.
Okay, caller.
Owen and Shakir, I need you guys to hold on. Who else we got on the line?
Nephew.
Okay, what's going on? How you doing, Anthony Emery?
It's Antoine, fool.
I mean, yeah, okay, Antoine Emery. How you doing?
What's up, man?
Did you hear what we were talking about?
Hey, man, I'm just calling to say I'm proud of your show, man. Congratulations. Keep up the good work, dude.
Okay, no problem. Did you want to weigh in on this guy that killed all these people in Dallas?
Man, I just heard about that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
Like you said, like you said about the grenade, man. That guy had to be, like I said, you don't see nobody doing that thing but like terrorists, man. You know?
Right.
He's part of a terrorist organization. I don't know how the hell he got a grenade, you know, to hold time. That's crazy.
Hey, that's a good question, because you can't get them on the block. You can buy any kind of handgun you want, probably on every other street corner, but it's hard to get a grenade.
It is.
I wouldn't even know where to get a grenade from.
Right.
Because Pookie and Ray them ain't got no grenades.
Exactly, man. It's scary enough with AK-47 and all the rest of that stuff out here, man. You know?
Okay. Hey, well, man, I want to thank you for calling, man. I'll talk to you later, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Keep up the good work, dog.
Okay, thanks, man. Let's go back to Owen and Shakir. They on here. We got another caller. Who we got on the line now? Did we lose?
Hello?
Yes. Who
I'm here. Yeah, this is Owen. I'm still
Okay,
on
I
the
got
line.
on. Okay, I still got you on the line. Shakir, you still on the line?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, we need to move on to another story. We got somebody else on the line? Somebody on the line other than Shakir and Owen?
Uh,
Okay. Well, listen, we're going to move on to this another story. I want your take on this too, Owen. We got a gentleman in the news
okay.
named Riley Cooper. Riley Cooper plays slot receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was recently at a country western concert where he got into it with a security guard. Riley Cooper is white. And Riley Cooper shouted out some obscenities and said that he would fight all the niggas in here. Now, the crowd was predominantly white people, so he obviously was targeting some black people. Now, for somebody like us, we probably hear that word a lot, but this man has been going through the ringer. His teammates are 75% black. The NFL is 70% black, and he has a target on his head. And I personally feel sorry for him because it's going to be difficult for him to catch passes in the NFL without getting slaughtered. So I'm going to go to you first, Shakir. What do you feel about this white guy caught, using these racial slurs? And also, the commissioner of the NFL didn't do anything. The Philadelphia Eagles fined him some money, but they wouldn't even disclose how much money he was fined. So let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you feel like they've done enough. Or let me know what action you believe should be taken. We're gonna start out with you, Shakir.
Well, first of all, I didn't know that whole story either. But a lot of times, white folks who think they black or try to act black, or the hip hop culture have them use the word nigger quite regular, just like black folks use it. So, in the content in which he said it, I don't know if he was talking about white niggas or black niggas. But the word itself is so controversial only when it's a white person saying it to a black person. We need to start recognizing that the word is controversial, period. And once we stop saying it, maybe they'll stop saying it. But going back to the fact about him using the word and nothing being done, that's not the way things are done or should be done in the NFL, the NBA, or any major sport. They need to take whatever actions need to be taken to do it. Now, I don't know what his teammates going to do. I don't know how they feel about it. I don't know if they call him nigga and he call them nigga.
Okay. All right, Owen, what do you think about this whole situation with this guy?
Just talk your name.
Owen, I need one of you guys, I think, got your door open or something, and I'm hearing a lot of beeping. If y'all could kind of silence that, that'd be good. We're getting a lot of feedback. Owen, are you still there?
All right. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, what do you think about this situation?
Well, I think he need his butt whooped for using that name. I mean, I just really do. I think that his teammates need to take him for a ride. He needs to be good butt whooping, and then he needs to get some mental health counseling. But first, he need a butt whooping, because in this day and age, if he was using that name, like I'm thinking he was using it, and I'm into the new thing about nigga this and nigga that. I really don't like to use it at all, even though I've used it before, with other black people. But I've never been into other races using it, and so I try not to use it at all,
Okay.
But I just think that he is ignorant, and he needs to have some consequences for that.
Okay. Well, they say they sent him for sensitivity training. They sent him for a couple of days, but I don't know if you see what a lot of people are missing about this situation is the contents in which he used it. He was angry and he was offensive not to a black person. He was offensive to black people. He said, I will fight any nigga in here. You understand what I'm saying? So he was shouting that out at a group of people. That was meant for a group of people, not one person. And it's gonna be hard for me to look you in your eye if I'm a teammate and I know how you feel. Now think about this. Everybody, this is one of the biggest stories in the NFL. when that guy goes to catch a pass, do you know how anxious people are to be the first one to hit him or somebody to put him out of a game? That man got a target on his back the size of Mount Rushmore. And I personally feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him in the sense that what he did, it was wrong. And I agree. But the way that he's going to be targeted and treated, I don't wish that on no man. You got 250, 300-pound professional athletes running full speed trying to hit you. No, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. Well, listen.
Yeah,
Owen,
well,
man, I think go ahead, Owen. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Owen,
I just think that, I'm gonna pray for that. I'm gonna pray for that white brother too.
Okay. Well, Owen, listen, man. I want to thank you for calling, man. I appreciate you calling, and I love you, brother. Appreciate it.
Okay, keep up the good work, Sean.
Not a problem, man. Thanks for calling in. All right, Shakir.
All right. Yes, sir.
Okay, Shakir. We got something else on the horizon. We got the start of the preseason, man. You excited?
Yeah, until about 9 o'clock, and I hope I hope all that excitement ain't in vain. The game will be an hour in.
Okay, well, everybody here don't know who your team is, man. Who's your team?
Well, football is the Browns.
Okay, all right, well, that's my team.
You know.
We gotta
football
let
is
people
the Browns now.
Yeah, we gotta let them know. They might not know we Browns fans, man.
Yeah. Well, football is the Browns.
Okay.
Basketball, you know where I'm at, Miami.
Well, we're not gonna talk. Well, actually, we are gonna talk about that. Hold on. So, you got to remember, this is the preseason. These games don't count, and they're going to be trying a lot of things. And people out there got to also remember, these games don't count, and you can't reveal too much because you still got to plan on that first game of the season where they play the Miami Dolphins, which coincidentally, whose shirt I'm wearing because it matches my shoes. I do not like the Miami Dolphins. Okay. All right, but listen. So are you looking forward to the regular season?
Oh, ain't no doubt. I'm a little bit hyped, more so than recent years, about the Browns, because I see a change, feel a change in their organization and what they're doing.
I agree.
But what I would look for in this game, besides the technical stuff, is can they tackle? Because they had a problem in the past years of not being able to tackle running back or receivers. So can they tackle?
Okay.
They don't need to say that for the first game. Okay. They need to stop that today.
Okay, I agree.
So that's what I'll be looking at. That's what I'm going to be looking at.
I need a Super Bowl prediction. Who coming out the AFC?
I'm going to say it could be Cincinnati.
What? Cincinnati? I'm not talking about the AFC North. I'm talking about the AFC, period. You got Denver, New England. You got Baltimore.
It could be Denver.
Okay. Who you got out the
New England is always solid. New England is always solid. But it could very well be Denver. But but Cincinnati might be the whole card. They might take it.
All right, who you got out the NFC?
Seattle.
Okay, I'm taking Denver and San Fran. All right, and I also
that's a good one.
Right, and I'm also looking forward to this preseason game to see what they got, to see how talented the backups are and who's fighting. A lot of guys fighting for roster spots. Let's go back to what you said before. The next part of the news we want to talk about is the NBA schedule came out. So I know you're a Heat fan. I know you're a LeBron fan.
Yes, sir.
And you know that I'm
yes,
not.
Sir.
Right, and you know that I'm not.
Yes, sir.
All right, so who's the biggest threat in the East to the Heat?
Indiana.
More than Brooklyn?
Yes.
Okay. Indiana.
Brooklyn got a lot of names, but they got a lot of A's. So that's like when the Lakers put the mailman and and Gary Payton on their team trying to push for a championship. And it helped them. But I'm not saying they're not going to make it interesting. But then you got Indiana and you got Chicago.
Okay. All right. Who coming out the West?
You know. Oh, that's going to be real difficult. I mean, from the Clippers to OKC, and you can't just disregard Denver. I'm not even thinking about the Spurs. I don't even think they going. They'll make the playoffs. I'm not looking at. Their heart got broken last year, man. Game 6 tore them apart.
Okay. All right, Shaq. I got Brooklyn and Houston in the finals. I got Brooklyn and Houston. Hey, listen, Shakir, I want to tell you I love you, man. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for participating in the show. And we'll get together, all right?
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right, thanks a lot,
rolling,
man.
Later.
All right, we're going to have to switch lanes a little bit. We went a little heavy with the sports. I want to talk about now what's going on in Cleveland. I got people calling me from different states and different places asking us what's going on. And what they're talking about is Anthony Sowell. We had the big thing with Anthony Sowell and the murders and the serial killings and the burials and things of that nature. And it was really a world news story, and it had people, it put Cleveland on the map, for all the wrong reasons, but it definitely put us on the map. A lot of sad families, a lot of lost lives, and then we got this Castro guy, and him kidnapping Amanda Berry and the other 2 young ladies and raping them and torturing them and keeping them captive and all of that. And then we had a Michael Madison, Madison, who was a sympathetic figure toward, Anthony Sowell, and he killed some young ladies in East Cleveland, and that really put us on the map. And then they also wanted to talk about Artis Hughes, and I don't know if y'all remember who Artis Hughes is. Artis Hughes is the man with the uppercut heard around the world. Now those first 3 issues with tragedies, but people just asking, man, like, what's going on in Cleveland? What's going on in Cleveland? They think, we done all went crazy in Cleveland, and Cleveland is actually a very nice place to live. Let's take one of these callers, man. The lines are going crazy. We want to see who we got on the line. Go ahead, caller. Who we got on the line?
Hello?
Yeah, who we got on the line? Hello?
Artis, the bus driver.
This the bus driver?
Yeah, no, this is LeVance.
What's up, LeVance? Why you call in and say you the bus driver, man?
Hey, I just heard you talking about it.
What you think, man? They keep telling, everybody keep asking me what's going on in Cleveland. They talk about Castro and Madison and Sowell, and then the uppercut guy. What's going on with this, man?
We have turned it into a mini Chicago. We had 5 shootings last weekend. Thank God nobody passed. Nobody died from the shootings, but the economic times are bad. We had 2 bank robberies on Harvard a couple weeks ago.
Hey, turn your phone down a little bit, please. You say 2 bank robberies on Harvard.
Yeah.
They only reported one. Was you involved in the other one?
I'm going to take my Fifth Amendment right on that. Take the right to remain silent.
They think we going crazy, though, LeVance.
I know. I have a cousin that is from Cleveland, but he lives in Dallas now. And every time something happens, he Facebook me and say, "Wow, what's going on?" And this, I think it's just the sign of the times. People don't have opportunity for education to go to work. They out here using these drugs, and they want some more.
Okay.
And they're willing to do anything to get some more. These sexual crimes are outlandish. Against these women, and the thing about it, these people are living amongst us. The sad thing about it with the the government cutting funding in mental health,
You know, there are no more institutions, so these people are living in, halfway houses and in our neighborhoods. You know, these people are on the street. They're on the bus. You know, they're walking beside us. You know, they're in Days and a giant eagle with us. You know, so we just have to have our guard up and get back to the old days of looking out for not only for yourself but for those around you. You know. Let me get to my news. I heard you talking about one thing, and I guess I kind of got a little bit on that as well. Our local news, of course, we all know that the Castro House of Horrors was torn down early Wednesday morning on Seymour Avenue on the west side of our city. And believe it or not, a demolition company donated their services, I guess in a gesture of kindness towards the three women who spent a decade captive in that house. And they tore the house down for free. It only took them about an hour to do it.
Okay.
Now, that's great news. Now, the bad news is neither Frank Jackson, the mayor of Cleveland, or Gary Norton, the mayor of East Cleveland, were there to talk that demolition company into repeating that process 10,000 more times in each of their cities to get rid of some of these abandonments we got. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, I'm a little upset about that. You know, I understand, the women deserve some extra kindness, but I think East Cleveland deserve to have some of these houses torn down that are, used to be crack houses and heroin dens and, people are being molested in. They need to get rid of some of these houses. That would be great if we could get some construction companies to step up and take care of that for us. And in sports. Now, I was late actually kind of getting to my class tonight. I'm in foster care class. And because the Indians and the Browns have games tonight, so downtown is off the chain. Panhandlers are going crazy downtown. But the Indians, the Indians were beat last night by the Detroit Tigers, and they were beat by the heaviest baseball player ever to take the field, besides Babe Ruth, which is Prince Fielder. Mr. Fielder looks though he ate the artist formerly known as Prince. He's a big guy. But he also has another job a lot of people don't know about. I think you guys have put the pictures up. He also used to be the drummer, or still is the drummer for the Dave Matthews Band. If you put the pictures up side by side, you can see it's the same person. So Fielder is really getting paid. He's playing drums and he's hitting home runs. So God bless him. And on a special note, we all know this. I think you might have some background going down 71. Sean, I know Pastor Larry does now. I don't think so. He didn't share that information with me. But Ariel Castro's going to have to change that name. That first name is not going to be conducive in prison to stay a virgin for the rest of his life. So he may need to change his name to, Fidel or something, because Ariel is not a good name to have when you're in prison for holding women hostage.
Okay. Hey, well, you're right, man. Hey, listen, man, I got to tell you what happened because you weren't on the line. Pastor Larry told everybody that you was stripping at a gay club, and since you got all the moles on your body, your stage name is Chocolate Chip. Now, I tried to take up for you, man, but, when Pastor Larry get to going, man, it ain't nothing you can do.
Chocolate. What's up, Nestle?
That's hilarious. Oh, Nestle.
What's going on, Nestle?
Hey, listen, we got a couple callers, Levan. So I want to ask you something before you go. I don't know if you can stay on the phone for a minute, but you are in the class. We talked about it earlier, in a parenting class, so that you can get custody of your brother's kids, right?
Yes.
So you actually snuck out of that class to call the show. Either you love us or you're the most disobedient person that they got in that whole class.
No, actually we're on break right now. So
okay.
I'm taking a break, and it's crazy that you don't have to take the parenting classes before you get the kids. We've had the kids since March. So if I was a poor parent, they'd be getting taken from me. And it's not like kids getting taken not only from the parents, but from the foster parents because they're unfit.
Well, listen,
but
during that break, they should have me come to the class and show y'all how to whoop the kids. Because I know they ain't teaching y'all none of that. Right. My mama whooped me all the time, man, and look at how good I turned out.
Yeah, you probably deserved it. Thought he deserved it.
Hey, you gonna stay
If
on the
they had-
line
if
while
they
we
had
take
the
this
loss-
caller, or you gotta go?
Yeah, if I gotta go, I'll just hang up. But go ahead. Take the
Okay,
call.
let's see who we got on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Stas calling in, Sean.
Hey, Stas, what's going on, man? You been listening to the show?
Yeah,
What you want to
have.
What you want to comment on that you heard?
Nothing really. I mean, the dude with the grenade is kind of raw, but I figured, they're close to Mexico, and you can buy anything in Mexico, so...
So you thought that was kind of raw that he used a grenade to kill innocent people?
I mean, I just thought it was, it was creative, I guess.
Okay, you thought it was creative. Okay, it sound like something you might want to try.
Listen, man, I'm sick. Talk to me about sobriety.
I was about to say that sounds like we might need to get the CIA over there to see Simon.
What's up, LeVan?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh,
How you
man.
guys doing? You sound,
I'm good.
I'm good. You sound good. You guys sound good. You look goofy though on the screen.
Hey,
But you sound
We-
like
we-
you know what you're doing. So I turned
we
the screen
appreciate
off and
we
just
appreciate
listened.
we appreciate all feedback.
Right. We
Right,
appreciate
right,
it. Hey,
right.
Stas, listen, man. I love you, man. Thanks for calling, man. And I'll make sure I let the proper appointed authorities know that you think throwing grenades is kind of
Absolutely.
creative.
Yeah, you thought it was creative.
Where I
You was
live,
creative.
if I'm going down, Sean, I'm taking you with me.
Man. Hey, on that note, hey, which one of them buttons do we hit to get my man off the phone? And that's my man, too. But we're going to have to let you go. Hey, I love you, Stas, man. I'll talk to you
All right,
later,
gentlemen.
brother. All right. Listen. We're gonna go through this top 10. Now, if you can stay, let's get this caller in. This other caller, Pastor. We're gonna go to this top 10 ways to know that your mate is cheating on you. Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. Hold on for a minute, Levance. Caller, you there?
That is Levance.
Oh, that's the only caller we got. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go through some of these signs to know.
You want me to hang up and call back?
No, you good right there, man. We don't want to get you in trouble. First way to know that your mate is cheating on you, they have a change in their behavior. The way they talk to you, the way they act, you'll notice some changes in their behavior. Okay? You want to comment on that, Levance?
Yeah, they get less affectionate. They used to cuddle on the couch, and they don't want to cuddle. They go and sit in the other chair where you can't fit in the chair with them. And,
Yeah.
They all of a sudden the barrier goes up.
Yep.
You used to hold hands when you go to the mall. Now they make sure they got some in their hands so you can't hold their hands.
Right. They don't hold your hand anymore. They don't walk side by side with you in the mall.
Right.
They
right.
walk in front of you or behind you.
Right.
All right, let's
A
go
group
to the
of males
phone
or females depends. Okay,
Hold
go
on
ahead.
1 second, Advance. Who we got on the line?
Delisa.
Hey, Delisa, what's going on? You want to do this top 10 with us?
Yeah, let's talk about cheating. Yeah.
You want to talk about cheating? Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. The first thing we said was they have a change in their behavior, Lisa. And we were talking about how they're less affectionate. They don't want to hold your hand no more. They don't want to hold conversations with you no more. Things of that nature.
They walking 5 feet in front of you.
Right. You got any experience in that area, Delisa?
By cheaters? Oh, boy, you need another hour. But, yeah. He drop you off at work, and then he late coming to get you in your house, your car smelling like perfume. He might be cheating.
Yeah, that might be it. How about
Are you trying to ponytail in the back seat?
Yeah, he might be cheating. You find a do-rag in your glove compartment, and you're like, this is not my do-rag. He might be cheating.
Right. Okay, what about she 3 months pregnant, but you just got out of jail?
After a year.
If you ain't getting no conjugal visits, you might be cheating. There's a chance you might want to get DNA test.
You might want to get a DNA. Well, I mean, if you've been in jail, you don't need no DNA test. We gonna take. Hold on, I need Lavance and Delisa. I need y'all. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, caller. Who we got on the line? Hello. All right. Well, let's hang up on that line. All right, here go another one.
Go.
Okay. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this next one. The next one is they hide their cell phone when they come in the house. They either hide it, they put it on vibrate, they throw it up under the bed. What you got for that, Lavance?
They got it in their pocket. It's just vibrating, and you looking at him like, you gonna answer that? He's like, no, there ain't nobody. Like, it been vibrating for an hour.
Yeah.
You know, like, you ain't epileptic, you ain't shaking. What's going on?
Yeah.
You looking at them like they got a toy or something in their pocket?
Yeah, like, are you nervous? Why? What is this vibration? Answer your phone.
Right, and they acting like they don't hear nothing and they don't feel nothing.
Yeah. Everybody in the movies all mad, like, damn, just answer it. You know, it's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm going to call him back.
Right. And you might get scared, just throw it out.
Tripping.
Right, just get scared, throw it out the window. What about if you see your mate, say your man, right, and you catch him, he got a box of Magnums on him, and you know he a 22. You know he ain't nowhere near no Magnum, right? So that might be a sign, right? What if you catch him with some
Magnums on him?
Right. What if you catch him with some condoms and y'all don't wear condoms? Or you catch her with some condoms and y'all don't use condoms?
I guess it's a problem. Like, I appreciate your safe sex when you cheating on me, you bastard. I mean, I don't know. But
hey, on that note, I gotta go back to this class. Love y'all. Thanks to Lisa for calling in, and thanks Larry.
All right, we'll holler at you, Lavance, man. Keep shake dancing and keep the dream alive.
I'm gonna keep it going. I'm leaving it.
Okay, we cut him off. All right, Lisa, we still going. All right, what about?
Okay, I got one for you.
What?
You come home and your hair glue bottle is halfway used. He might be cheating. I'm just saying. Every woman know about their glue. So somebody been using your glue. She sweated her hair out and had to get your tracks. Yeah, you got to do detective work.
She using your cosmetics?
She using my glue, and you know that's in your bathroom. And you're like, baby, he's like, no.
Hey, what about the little sneaky things that women do, like leave bobby pins or hairpins on the side of the sink? Right?
Well,
they know you got a girl. They know you got a girl, but they leave bobby pins by the sink, stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, stuff under the bed.
Right. All right.
SpongeBob socks. She like, that's mine, baby. Like, it only fit on your toe. That is not your sock. Like, you trying to put it on and stuff. Like, just cut it out. Like, oh my God.
Hey, Lisa, hold on, man. Let me take this caller. Caller, you on the air. Who am I speaking to? Hello, caller, you on the air. Who am I speaking to? Man, these people got some... Everybody, quit calling here on Revel phones. All right.
Don't be talking about their little track phones. The struggle is real.
Okay, the struggle is real. All right, how about this? How about they call you the wrong name? You know what I'm saying? They call you the wrong name. And that's a bad look.
Like, that's my sister. Like, that's your sister. You don't got a sister. What are you talking about? Like, oh, my God.
That's a horrible look to get called the wrong name. Trust me, that's horrible. What about if your girlfriend introduces you to her girlfriend and her girlfriend got a curiously strong handshake?
Yeah, like, what is that, Fahrenheit? Like, it smells different.
Right, she try to break your hand, or she come in with some Fahrenheit cologne on.
Yeah, shaking your hand like she trying to be dominant. Like, I think she's trying to make me back down. I don't know. Nice to meet you. Call you who? Sam? Okay. Samantha? No, Sam. I'm sorry, Sam.
Right. Hey, what if your boyfriend's whole wardrobe consisted of skinny jeans? That might be like a sign there's something going on. He got all skinny jeans.
And
Or
they,
you
and
go
they
to
like neon yellow. They glow in black lights. Like, where did you even find these? These are specially made.
right. Look. Or
Great
you go to
song.
hey look. Or you go to do his laundry and all his button-up shirts is tied in a knot in the front.
I don't know. You like, it's hot in my job. Our air conditioner went out. Like, oh, okay. Okay, if that's what you say. I don't know. If you go to the bar and they look at you like you the side chick, like what? What? They take a picture. It's like, oh, I am sending this to his girl. He might be cheating.
Oh, so they hand you the camera and say, take this picture for us for Instagram.
No, they taking up some. They coming up to you taking pictures, talking about they about to give it to their girl like you the side chick. He's like, you not supposed to be with him, and he caught. That's a problem.
All right, I got the number one way that you'll know that your mate is cheating on you. You know what that is? They tell you they cheating. Now, if they tell you they cheating, look, if they tell you they cheating and you still don't get it, then that's a problem. Because, some people say, she just be playing. She ain't serious. She be playing. She say that all the time. Right?
Like, what do you mean cheating when we playing Candy Crush? What do you mean? Like, they try to.
Yeah, well, they tell you that they cheat. I guess that's
now.
Yeah. Well, if you or your mate is either experiencing these issues or you're the one exhibiting them, then you have to take a hard look at that. Hey, Lisa.
You need to break up.
Oh yeah, Lisa. Listen, I want to thank you for calling and tell you I love you. And make sure you call back next week. Make sure you watch the show. All right?
All right, goodbye.
All right, goodbye. See you later. Yeah. The thing is, man, it's real serious, man. You like me, Pastor, man. I the way I lived my life at one point in time, man, I was just out there, man, Okay. And the things that I did, man, were a combination of low self-worth and low self-esteem. I was just greedy, man. It was like I had somebody, and I may or may not be happy with them, but I would always see someone else and think that this person could make me happier, And it was such a struggle because no matter what I had, it was never enough. If I had the prettiest girl on the block, I wanted the second prettiest girl on the block because I had already had the prettiest.
Right, because you weren't satisfied with who you were.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And that goes to do with that low self-worth. And what I did was I would allow women to validate who I was as a man.
Okay.
And the more a woman told me I was handsome or the more a woman told me I was good in bed, the better I felt about myself. So when I didn't get that, I felt incomplete.
Right.
So I would, so it was an extreme example of just low self-esteem, low self-worth, being greedy, being never satisfied, and even a little envious. Because I would see people and they would look happy, and I would say I want that for myself. But like I talked about earlier, outward appearances aren't always inward reality. You may see somebody and it looks like they're doing good. Like you might look at someone like yourself or somebody like me and say, well, this guy got a nice car. But every month when I get that statement, you're nowhere around. You know what I'm saying? Like my statement is high. Mm-hmm. And then my insurance is also high. And you don't see that. So when you see someone and you think that they're doing well or you think that they got it going on, you never know what's truly going on with somebody, till you walk in their footsteps.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah, so I had a very checkered life, man. Relationships were a big struggle for me. Even as a child, man, because I wasn't very popular coming up. I was a funny looking little boy. Girls didn't want to talk to me. I had a big problem when I was younger. I was cross-eyed. And up until I turned 21, my eyes just straightened out, And it was a struggle because I thought I was looking them in the eye, and I'd be like, "You want to go to the store?" And then they'd go like this, and be like,
looking at?
They'd be like, "You talking to me?" And I'd be like, "Man, I thought I was looking them eye to eye."
Right.
And this one girl in Garden Valley where I grew up at, her name was Nefertiti. I'll never forget it. Nefertiti. Me and her brother are actually good friends now. And I remember I went to this young lady and I asked her if she'd be my girlfriend, but I did it the way most people with low self-esteem ask girls to be they girlfriend.
Okay, how's that?
I wrote her a note. Okay, and it had 3 boxes on it.
Okay.
It said yes, no, and maybe, and I asked her to check one. And after class, I had somebody give her the note, and after class, she came out of class and gave me the note.
Okay.
And it didn't have anything on it. So I asked her, I say, well, you didn't write anything, what's going on? And she say, Sean, you cute and everything, but I can't talk to you because you cross-eyed. And it devastated me, man.
Wow.
It really, really devastated me because if she didn't like my clothes, maybe I could have got some more clothes. If she didn't like my hair, at the time curls was, I could have got a curl or brush waves, but she picked the one thing about me that I had absolutely no control over, and it devastated me. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And it also set up a pattern in my life to not look people in the eye.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I couldn't look people in the eye because they kept looking behind them. I would be trying to hold a conversation and they'd be like, man, you talking to me? And it was just too devastating. So I spent a lot of my young adult years looking at the ground when I talk to people. And I'm just a big stickler on that now. I tell my sons.
You want to look people in the eye,
yeah. I tell my sons, look people in the eye. But it like I said, I found out later after I investigated that it was a nerve disorder. Most people that have wandering eyes or cross-eyed, there are 2 nerves on each side of the eye. Mine had, for lack of better words, play in it. One side was longer than the other, so it would make my eye drift. But that was just one of those things where I just had low self-esteem. I don't know if you ever experienced anything like that, or if you
absolutely,
had
absolutely. Oh, sure, man.
Come on, man. You
always
got it going on, brother. You ain't had no problems like that.
I was a nerd, man. I had low self-esteem. I didn't really start dating until I was in my 20s.
Really?
Yeah, really. I just didn't do it in high school.
Okay.
I just didn't do it.
Yeah, well, no, I started dating a little before that, but it was mostly ugly girls.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, because I had to take whatever would have me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
they ain't had to be cute. Right. I targeted fat girls with low self-esteem, because my self-esteem was low. So I was shooting
easy, right?
Hey, man,
right,
and then some of them smell like bacon, but
right,
you gotta do what you gotta do, man. The times were desperate, so I had to settle for what I had to settle with, and coincidentally, as I grew up, that's what I targeted. Because I'm telling you, man, I was such a horrible person, man.
Wow.
I just took advantage of women, man. I just used women and I would look for women with low self-esteem and a big purse. I would meet my women at the welfare building, so I know I could eat that month, because they got stamps.
Exactly.
I feel so bad.
Oh, man, that's terrible. That's terrible. Hey, but you know what? What do we got planned for next week? I mean,
man, we're going to have a surprise guest host next week. We're also going to have we're gonna cut the sports down a little bit because I know I lost some of my female viewers. We lost some of them. They don't want to hear about football and basketball.
Right.
And we got some interesting stuff. Levance won't be here, but we will tell y'all where he's at next week. He might be in that parenting class, or he might be somewhere else.
Chocolate chip.
Yeah,
Nestle.
we got to definitely. I like that. You call him Nestle.
Yeah, Nestle.
Yeah, call him Nestle.
Toll House. We call him Toll House.
Toll House.
Toll House.
That's
yeah,
cool. Keep Big Keebler.
Yeah, there you go, Keebler. Good Keebler. Big Keebler.
Yeah. But we got a lot of exciting stuff for next week, man.
Yes, we do.
Well, first of all, make sure that if you want to eat, we're getting all of your emails. We haven't had an opportunity. We had a kind of full show toward the end. It kind of died down, but we are getting your emails. We are getting your Facebook comments. Make sure that you continue to email us at the SafeHouse Show at gmail.com. You can also hit us up on Instagram at the SafeHouse Show. You can also hit us up on Facebook at the SafeHouse Show. And you can also hit us up on Twitter at the FaceHouse Show. So we're getting your emails and we're getting all of that stuff. We appreciate the love on Facebook. We appreciate all of the people. I want to thank the people that called in again. We have Stas, the gentleman that's looking for a grenade. If you see Stas, go the other way. I don't know what he on. We also had Owen Taylor. Owen Taylor called in. Owen Taylor is the director of Key Decisions, which is a program that specializes in working with drug addiction, anger management, all things of that nature. We also had Shakir Guana. He called. He's actually a personal friend of mine. We had a bunch of people call. So thanks for calling in. Thanks for viewing the show. Don't forget to email us. Don't forget to hit us up on Facebook. And don't forget, the #1 show on KAZradio.org is the Safe House. We'll see y'all next week. Holla.